In Rivington, if you talk to the Sharon merchant, you'll know that he was on a mission to find SHADOWHEART. In general, if SHADOWHEART speaks with him, the merchant directs her to the House of the Grief. However, if you give SHADOWHEART a noble stock before bringing her to the merchant, you'll receive an extra dialogue option about it. Essentially, the noble stock brings back her memory as she reveals her childhood secret about a tiefling kid named Renald. You can find the noble stock in the Underdark, more specifically in the area where you save Balin. SHADOWHEART won't easily agree to consume the noble stock, you'll have to pass a dialogue check to convince her. Once she does, she'll share her memory about Renald.
I was upset about something. The others were teasing me, mocking my name, like I wasn't worthy of it. There was another, a tiefling boy with short horns and purple hair. I think he was my friend. He tried to make me feel better. Renald. That's the last part of it I remember. That must be his name. Perhaps he's still there in Baldurs Gate.
Later, when you reach Act 3 and speak with the merchant, SHADOWHEART will have a dialogue option to ask him about Renald.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renald there? A tiefling with short horns and purple hair?
Renald. Now there is a name I haven't heard in a while. He is no more. I'll leave the rest for you to find out. Heretic.
In general, when we use the Speak with Dead spell on a corpse, only the caster gets the option to ask questions to the dead. The caster can't ask more than 5 questions in this case. There are some very unique Speak with Dead encounters in Baldurs Gate 3. For instance, consider Duke Ravengard. If you kill him while he is still under the Absolute's influence and then use the Speak with Dead on him, you will not be the only person conversing with the dead. In this scenario, Duke's son WYLL also speaks with his father. He converses with his dead father twice. Once before you begin asking questions, and again after you have asked the final question.
Father, I'm sorry. But this fight's not over. Baldur's Gate won't fall. Not while I still draw breath.
You can ask no more questions.
Goodbye, Father. May your soul be at rest.
Thus, WYLL bids his final farewell to his father. If you pay close attention in Rivington, you'll discover that the gnome's hideout is located just beneath the blacksmith's shop. When you explore the hideout and talk to this gnome, she'll confirm that the blacksmith is harboring them in his cellar.
It's too quiet up there. Hope the blacksmith hasn't sold us out. Or you.
After speaking with her, if you start another conversation with the blacksmith, you'll get a new dialogue option to ask him about the gnomes. Let me show you.
Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that the hard way. Until that happens, I'll give those iron hands a roof over their heads. Nothing wrong with it.
In case of solving the Open Hand Temple murder case, you'll get some information about the murderer. The murderer is a dwarf dressed in red. Actually, there are a lot of NPCs like this in the game. If you come to Frego's Flophouse, then you'll find an NPC like this. If you ask him about the killer, he will react boldly. However, if you're playing as a halfling or a dwarf and reveal your suspicion, he will reply differently. It's quite hilarious. Let me show you.
How dare you! Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'd have thought you knew your own kind. I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Before moving any further, I have a request. Please hit the subscribe button to get more contents like this. It costs you only a few seconds but fills my heart with joy and all my hard works get paid off. So please do this. Now let's talk about a powerful secret pet that many players might not know about. I learned about this from the YouTube channel SlimX, big thanks to them. At Elfsong Tavern, you'll find an NPC named Harbard Willoughby. First, you need to kill him. You can use Fog Cloud before killing him to hide your crime. Once that is done, you'll need to ring 2 specific bells located in different areas. You can find the first bell on the rooftop of Open Hand Temple. Ring the bell. The second bell is in the lower city center waypoint building. Go to the rooftop and ring the bell. Once you have done that, fast travel to the Worms Crossing waypoint and from there directly go to your camp. Now follow my path. See, a mysterious egg has spawned. If you press the egg, the NPC you killed earlier will appear. He has now transformed into a sheep due to nature's vengeance. The sheep is now an ally that you can control. Don't take him lightly. He comes with 42 hit points and some powerful attacking features. As long as the sheep isn't killed, you can keep him in your party permanently. I have also tried long resting and the sheep stays even after a long rest. If you want to send him back, simply press the egg. You can respawn him again whenever you want. Just press the egg and he will respawn. However, be careful. When he respawns, he might fall on you from above and your character could even die as a result. Out of curiosity, I tried taking the sheep in Elfsong Tavern near his actual human corpse. Nothing special happened, but this was truly a great find by SlimX. You can visit his channel to discover more cool things like this. Once the Grand Duke is free from the Absolute's influence, he begins to understand everything and praises his son for his work. He assigns us the next task to awaken a dragon to protect the city and in doing so gives us a book.
Take this. The Legend of Ansur. An ancient epic.
However, I was curious to see what would happen if I stole the book before he gave it to me. Let's try.
The Legend of Ansur. An ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. I once held a copy, but it was stolen. Find it.
When you enter Angularon's smithy in Rivington for the first time, the shopkeeper greets you with great excitement.
Hi! Or want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing?
She's quite a charming person, no doubt. However, her excitement will completely fade if you kill the master blacksmith before entering the shop. She will mistake you for the blacksmith himself and look confused. When you tell her about the blacksmith's death, she goes into shock and finds it hard to believe.
Gildra? Oh, a customer. Sorry. He's usually the first one in, but he's not shown up today. It's not the same without the sound of his bellows in the back. And his stories. He tells the best stories. Do you know him? What? Don't joke about that. He'll come back. He always does. He's probably just gone to get more coal for the forge or visit one of the ore mines. And no obituary in the Gazette? Impossible. I don't know why you're insisting on spreading these nasty thoughts, but I'll ask you to kindly keep them to yourself.
Orin is one of the main antagonists in Baldur's Gate 3. In general, we encounter the Orin boss fight in Baal's temple before the final stage of the game. However, there is actually a way to fight her in Rivington at the very early stage of Act 3. This allows you to obtain her precious armor early. I've shown the full process to do this with some other rare secrets in this video. You can watch it by clicking here. Visit my channel to get more Baldur's Gate 3 videos like this. Subscribe if you like. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.